Welcome everybody back to the Colton and Cole show. As you can see, we got our first guest of the relaunch. We got Jack Cinco on today.
First guest of the relaunch, huh?
Yeah, first guest getting back in the swing of things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. All I gotta say is Jack's been a guest that we get a lot of shit to talk about. Um,
Yeah.
we could go all the way from gaming, to smoking, to content. There's a lot of shit that Jack does. So Jack just got out of high school, just finished senior year along with Derek. Um, you, you glad you're out of high school? Glad you're done with it?
Yeah, for sure. Well, especially at the end, the Corona shit, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't do my work in school as it was, so trying to get me to do my work online and keep up with my teachers, that was not happening, bro. For real.
yeah, because you bounced in and out of school. So did it really affect you though? Because
No,
yeah,
I didn't have to do a single assignment. They
yeah,
try to like trick you into it, but we got an official email like a month after it started saying if you don't do a single
Keep
assignment,
talking, boys.
but it was worded like smartly. Like it's like kind of like the terms and conditions, like people don't really read it. So he snuck the email in there, but I actually read it. And it said like if you did the work prior to March, whatever it was, like you'll get a better grade if your grade was better at the
Right.
end if you do the work. But say you do the work and it negatively affected your grade, you have the grade you had before March 31st. And if you did no work prior to March 30 or prior to March 31st, whatever, then your grade would be whatever it was before COVID. So all my grades were passing. I was like, yeah, fuck that. Didn't do a
yeah, I
single
heard about
assignment.
that because it's like, why would you even do the work if it's gonna be a low grade?
Right.
It's not gonna affect it. So
He snuck the email in though. It was like 12 emails that day. He snuck that one in there, and no one knew about it. Like everybody was like, "We have to do it. Did you do your e-learning, Jack? Did you do it?" I'm like, "Hell no."
yeah, my mom said she was like all the kids that actually read through it. She said that they weren't doing their work. There was nothing they
Nah.
could. They were mad about it, but there was nothing they could do about it.
Yeah.
Um, so since you're out of high school, are you going to college? You
Nope.
working? What
UPS. Working
so
at UPS.
so you're gonna what's your plan?
Just stay there and get a driving spot.
You're gonna be driving around as a UPS driver
Yep.
eventually. That's the goal.
I didn't know it was a career until I got there. Like, really, it's
What to
good
be
money.
a to be like a FedEx or a UP driver?
Yeah, I didn't think. I thought it was just like they didn't get paid that much, but it's bread.
Well,
It's
yeah,
up
because
there.
you're in the union, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's a good job. Why didn't you
So
want to go to
benefits are good.
Why didn't you want to go to school?
Because I missed a third of this. I missed a third of my whole entire senior year. I could not show up. I didn't want to do the work. I was lazy as hell. I just thought like it was useless because most of high school is, and I wanted to pursue my shit like music, gaming, whatever. I had no time, bro. I hated school. I hated that shit.
What about online school? Because that's what I take.
That's what I told my mom. If she wanted me to go to college, and I found like a decent one, if you really wanted me to go to college, I'd have to do it online. But I would never go to one. I could not do
But
that.
she's fine with you not having to go to college. She don't.
Yeah, because she knows UPS is good. She like Matt Ford was her friend or whatever, and her name's Amanda, who's been there since like she graduated with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and she's seen like it's obviously a career you can do. But as long as I be good and like do shit right and not fuck up, then she don't.
So you said you're focusing on music and what else?
Just gaming shit. It's hard to stream now because I work Monday through Friday, but I'd be trying to still somewhat keep up with like my gaming friends and shit, and try to still get my name out there, but
So then,
slowly.
what are you doing with the music? Because I know you. What'd you get? It was a beat maker, or
Oh yeah, FL Studio. That's producing. That's more producing side. That's like for fun. But
so then what are you
I
trying to do with the
could
music then?
anything like YouTube. I was trying even TikTok. Like I'm not trying to pursue TikTok, but like just
I mean,
random shit. You know what
if
I'm
you can
saying?
make a beat on TikTok and just like a couple simple sounds, I've watched videos
Yeah,
on it. You can blow up a sound, you know.
yeah.
So are you just trying to make like beats for somebody, produce for somebody, or
Well, yeah. Dewan Drippy, whatever you want to. Podcast doesn't know, but MLB Drippy is his name. He's local to us. He told me he wanted me to produce for him like back like freshman year. Like he'd be in my house. I had my busted MacBook, garage band, and we'd make like shitty music. It wasn't shitty, like his lyrics were still there, but it was like shitty quality.
yeah,
So like obviously I stuck with him. I never like dick rode him, never like I didn't just now come up to him, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been homies. And
yeah,
now that he's on
yeah.
the rise or whatever, he still talks to me and says like, if you ever figure it out, like hit me up, shit like that. So I could take it that route if I want to, or I could take it like you're saying, like just make beats for fun, send them to people like TikTok, whatever.
He's going to LA next month, right? To make a
Elgato's probably
Mexico.
still in LA, I think.
Is he? How's his? Because last time
He's
I
going.
heard
Didn't
anything
he
about him,
say?
he was just on World Star.
Didn't he say he
Yeah.
was going to LA next month to make a EP?
Yeah, the EP was supposed to come out, I think, like a month ago. I'm not gonna speak for him, but I asked him about it because I really wanted it to come
I think
out.
I seen that on his
Yeah,
snap today.
it was supposed to be like April or something, May, and it's probably getting delayed, probably just because simple fact,
Or-
COVID. One, it's
Yeah, I
hard to
mean-
even in the business scene to even work like a schedule right now. But if he's going to LA, yeah, I didn't hear about that yet, but it's probably good for him.
So how big is he getting if he's going out to LA?
Oh yeah, he said.
I mean, he's
Cali
on
next
World
month.
Star. I mean, that takes something at least. I can't go on World Star if I wanted to,
Yeah,
but
he said Cali next month, mixtape vibes. That's
he's
what
more of
doing.
like right now. Like I said, I don't want to speak for him, but I feel like he's more underground, but he still has the connections. Like he talks to
Yeah.
he talked to Polo G, NLE, G Herbo, like Cowboy, like shit like
Yeah.
that. He has music with a lot of rappers, but if they're not out yet, like I'm just gonna wait on it. You know, it's everybody just needs to wait on it.
Yeah,
and
because
stop.
he's got to wait for his album to come out.
Yeah, I
probably
seen
gonna-
that
he
on
might
his
have a couple
story
lined
that they were trying, like some of their managers were trying to make them like him to get them hooks and shit, and that's dope. Like that's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
So
especially because he was in Moments, and everybody thought he wasn't gonna make it anywhere.
Yeah,
but
like he was making like I think it said that he was making not Young Boy, but it was another MLB rapper or not not MLB someone with like 3 letters in front of their name. But anyways,
I
and
heard
they said
I
they
heard he was on the track with Youngboy.
he was making them a hook, and I
he makes
feel
good
like a
hooks.
dick
He
for
makes good
not
hooks.
remembering who it was, but
Yeah,
yeah.
is he more known for his hooks than his rapping, or?
Nah, I feel like he's just known for like expressing, like more of like expressing his stories. His raps
more
don't be
like,
all over the
yeah,
place.
he's
He
more
be
like a
telling.
Boogie type of rapper. Like
Yeah.
he's more like a In Your Fields type.
He's
of
got
rapper.
different styles. I've heard him
Yeah,
freestyle.
he's
I've
not
heard
like
him
just like the baby
Yeah.
and just with one.
But like I said,
simple
you just
beat.
gotta wait on it. The shit he has out right now, I'm not saying it's bad, but like he has shit that's up there. You know what I'm
mean,
saying? But it's just
he could,
all how he determines like how he wants to drop it.
If he could one day make it to Lyrical Lemonade, then he'll fucking blow up.
Well,
He's on Lyrical
that could
Lemonade,
possibly
right?
happen. He got interviewed by Lyrical Lemonade, Matt
Yeah.
Cole Bennett, all that. Yeah, he went to their
Oh, he
gym.
did? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Him and Cole are cool. I
that
believe.
means- yeah,
I believe.
well, Cole's from Plano,
Plano, yeah.
so never know, Illinois, you know. So since you're doing music, so you're just gonna do it for fun for now, and just chill out with it.
Yep.
And then you're also going on gaming. What are you doing with gaming? You streaming?
Yeah, streaming. I was gonna upgrade my PC currently so I can actually make like videos, like edit them, because you need a pretty strong computer to edit decent quality videos. So I was just gonna upgrade that too.
I don't know. Well,
I don't want to say you need a strong computer. You just need like a strong like editing software.
yeah, mainly if you do Sony just takes time, but.
Well, see, I had a cracked version of that before.
So did I, yeah.
And like, I feel like it still was just laggy for me. I don't know if it's because I was a cracked version or my PC. I just feel like something's wrong with my PC, bro. Like even my Fortnite be stuttering still. Like COD be stuttering. Something like I don't know. I feel like I have a decent PC, but it's just must be getting old or something. Cause
well, if you get a new one,
slow,
are you gonna do a dual PC?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah. So are you
That's
sticking?
That's why I did my PC like how I did mine. Like I built mine, and I just built like I bought like I don't even want to say shit parts. Like I just did like not the like best parts. Like it's still like a decent ass PC. Like it's worth like $1.50 probably. But I just did like a bunch of like decent ass specs, and then so that next one I want to like upgrade eventually, I can just like do like a whole separate ass PC.
But
and
upgrading is
have,
hard
dual
though,
PC,
because
yeah,
I was originally gonna
it is.
upgrade. I was
Like
originally gonna
I
upgrade.
literally just bought a whole like literally today or no yesterday I just bought like my second monitor. Like that's how I am. Like I bought like a curved monitor and it's gonna go like right here.
Hell not.
And then I bought those headset because this one I can't I can hear out of this side, but the jack's like fucked up and I can like and it like whenever I like hit it it like fucks up and it like.
That's how one of my jacks is, because my dog fucking ran over my.
So I bought
that. I made the mistake of getting these, bro.
Wireless?
The A40s were so much better, and I got sucked into the A50s, and they die in like 2 hours. All you hear is all the time.
One that The one that I got was the one that those headphones that Ninja uses. You know what I'm
HyperX or
talking about?
whatever. Or,
Yeah, the
Dude,
bitches are
everybody gets
clean.
HyperX. I swear. Like
No, they're
yeah, I
not
heard they're
HyperXs
comfy as
though.
hell, bro. They're comfy as
They're
hell.
not HyperXs though. They're the white ones with the grays on them. You know what I'm talking about?
Great.
The gray ones with like the lines on them and shit.
is it like Ninja's own brand or?
No. They're
Corsair?
like bear. Yeah, they're like bear.
I think they're
Uh,
Corsair.
Here,
But
I can
since
pull up
I
a picture.
ever since I got the Cloud 2 HyperX, I swear I seen so many streamers. Colton even I think has them. Everybody has this headset. But
I might have to check it out.
They're like $99 though. Like after I got them, they like went up in price.
Bro, Astros used to be so expensive. I think they still are too. Like I remember when the
still
A40s came out, bro. They were like $350 when the A40s came out.
I remember all the way on like PS3 or PS2 or even 360 when Turtle Beaches was the fucking.
Yeah, I had the X12s.
I had like a P60 or something like that.
So what brand are they?
Those look nice.
Yeah, they're
Ninja was always known to me for using shit like that. They're like
that's
like
used
no one even
and on
knows about.
sale.
149 for used.
Yeah, that's $100 off too.
I mean, you could even buy those, and you could still probably not hear footsteps in half the games you play. So
Yeah, and they're supposed to be like the most durable
Yeah.
headsets ever. That's why, like, I was looking for like durable ass headsets because I'm tired of buying new ones. Like whenever.
How do you break so many headsets? I've had this one
I
for
don't.
so many years.
The jack just like breaks, and like I've had these ones for like.
The jack just breaks.
Yeah, like the headphone jack.
are you
just
bending the
breaks.
jack?
Yeah, like
No.
are you plugging
I'm
it in
not
like
doing anything. It just breaks.
Because then you go through a couple headsets and a couple mics.
Dude, first off, the reason why I go through mics is because the shitty one that I bought that you have right now just
No,
fucking
this one's
collapsed on
nice.
me.
This
No,
one's
it's really
nice.
not. It's ass.
That
It
quadcast
just
is nice.
collapsed
Come
on
on.
me. That thing's ass. Literally, I was using it one time. I wasn't even using it. I was just sitting down, and I was just like typing, and I don't even know what the fuck I was doing, and then it just fucking collapsed on me. Like it literally just like fell. I was
Are you
like,
sure it
what
wasn't
the
your arm?
fuck?
That's tragic.
No, this arm is not $100, bro. This is like the arm that like all the streamers use and shit. This is the
I don't know how it.
yeah, cause it's ass, bro. Cause it's a fucking gaming fucking microphone.
Bro,
It's a
I feel like you
microphone made
broke a
by
lot
a
of shit.
gaming
Then I have
company.
never broke that many. I broke probably like I broke one keyboard. It was my Razer keyboard. Like the W key was broke, so I W keyed so many kids in Fortnite. It just broke. I swear, it stopped working. It just stopped
My
working,
W
bro.
key broke because I W key.
That shit was funny.
And then like my control button, I think is broke, and shift or some shit. Cause I was
But yeah,
sprint, and every
that
other
was
game
the only
sprint.
one I
So
went through. And then my Blue Yeti, I just stopped using because it was like the sound quality on it was just annoying. Like because it just picked up so many like.
yeah, this picks up
Like
a
I
lot of
could
shit
be,
too. The blue snowball I have.
yeah, I could just hear
I
my
do.
parents like fucking
I
in the
think I
background
have,
if I
dude. The
wanted.
blue snowball is so ass. That mic is terrible. It picks up and it's
Thanks,
like
Cole.
an echo. Dude,
Thanks,
I
Cole.
hate that mic so much. I got it and I'm like, this
it was
mic's
just
gonna
like
be
a starter thing I was gonna buy, so I didn't know what the mic to buy.
After I got it and I was like, no, I'm going back to a headset mic. That's how I hate that mic. But back to what we were talking about streaming. How often are you streaming?
Shit, when I can, really. I mean, I could probably if I wanted to every day, like every night, but I have to work some days. I'm just tired, bro. So I try to stream like a few times in the weekdays, but weekends I'm free all the time to stream whenever.
So are you trying to what's the word? Are you trying to like you want to be a
Blow
professional
up for it?
Yeah, you trying to blow up? Or
If
you
that
just,
happened, obviously I'd take it if it happened.
Yeah.
But right now it's just like I've always streamed my shit since like I was like 10 playing Minecraft. I had like Hunger Games videos, shit like that. I've always just done it just to share my gameplay with my friends because they'd never like believe me. I used to be like, bro, I hit this 5-on the other day, all headshots, 5-on heady. They'd be like, no. I'm like, all right, bro, check my stream out. I'm streaming now. You can watch it live and I'll do it again.
Well, the thing
Type
with that
shit,
is like if you want people to see certain things, why don't you just upload that to YouTube? Because that's where most
Clips, though. That's like a minute and a half clips though. I don't.
But you could put montages together. You could do a whole like cut com like how they used
I
to
was
do.
gonna have a montage actually, but I stopped playing COD like that. It got dry. The new one, Modern Warfare.
You could do it with whatever. You could do it with Valorant. You could do it with Fortnite.
But yeah, but the thing with that, this is how I saw it. Like I'm not even being cocky, but in Fortnite, bro, I had so many highlights like every game or like box fights. Like every box fight kill I had, like I'd clip sometimes. Like it'd just be like a lot like nice edits and shit. Like I felt like my montages would be like I don't know, it just take too much time, bro. I'd rather just record or stream the whole the entirety of it so everybody can see like just everything. Because I feel like I don't know, it's just hard to explain, I guess. But
Yeah, the thing I think is you could definitely make it big. You just don't you don't expand yourself besides just streaming on Twitch. You could
because I hate being that annoying person though that be on Twitter. Check out my live, sub to me or reply to tweets like self advertising. Like I don't
or
know.
you
I
could
just
always
post
just
it to
make a
my
sec.
Snapchat
You can
and
make a second
Yeah, I feel
account.
like with live streams, I wouldn't even want to be
true,
like a
yeah.
big streamer. I would just want like a small, like chill community with
So
like
everybody like
20 or
in our
30 people
county
in a
is
chat
like
at the
probably
time.
so annoyed by my Snapchat stories or Twitter because my Twitter was my personal Twitter and my Instagram too. I started posting clips. They're probably like, "What the hell? Like this kid's a nerd." Like I just didn't. I stopped spamming shit to social media because I was like, "Yeah, people are definitely starting to unfollow me and shit."
Yeah, what I would do, I'd make a second Twitter, put on your main one, whoever wants to come over, and then
True, yeah.
yeah, I think for you, because there's definitely like when you started out in COD, there was definitely a lot of people talking about if you made a montage, you could and you worked your way up. Definitely, there was talks you could get into a big clan, phase, optic, any of them.
Hell
But
yeah.
even with Fortnite, and you just stop playing.
Yeah, you
But
can't blame me. The Epic Games is so bad when it comes to the competitive standpoint of the game.
oh yeah,
It just drove me crazy, bro. Playing those games every night, scrimming, 60-player zones, game would crash. Mid
That's
tournament,
why, like,
game would
when you guys
freeze.
would
You
play
wouldn't get in.
competitive,
Like,
I was like,
bro,
what are you guys doing, bro? Like, that's not how you play Fortnite. Like, you're not supposed to play competitive. It's lame. Like, just play, like, comp. Like, or not comp. Just play, like, pubs. Like, because when you play comp,
yeah,
you
but
just get,
you
like,
gotta
so,
think.
like, dried out and, like, fucking, you
After
get,
a
like,
while,
fucking
pubs gets
insane and you
pretty
start
boring.
blaming the No, it, like, doesn't, though, because you actually win and you don't fucking
well,
blame the
I
fucking.
win in other games too, but
And
you gotta
then
think of it
like,
this way,
have you
Colton.
seen
Though
like the fucking clips on Twitter of like comp now in Fortnite? It's
I don't
literally
even see
people
any clips.
driving. It's literally people driving in fucking helicopters now. Cause
Like, here's how
like,
I
that's
saw
literally
it
all
though.
it is.
You wanted to play pubs or whatever, but like from a competitive standpoint, is FaZe Clan gonna look at my solo squad highlights or duo highlights in a pub? They're gonna be like, no, those are bots. He's killing. But if I'm in competitive Champion League tournaments, like shit like that, obviously it's legit. Like I'm killing other competitors.
I mean, I guess if you're trying to be like a competitive player, but are you trying to
Yeah,
be that, or are you trying to be like one of those
true.
funny guys,
Because
or are you
you
trying to
could,
be
yeah, you could
like,
take streaming the other way too, like Tim the Tap
yeah,
Man,
or you're trying to
shit
be
like
like
that.
a, yeah, or like a or not, I don't
It
want to
didn't
say
really
like a
matter to
ninja, but
me at first, but I do like competing. That's a lot of what I do in every game. I just compete.
yeah.
So as you see a new game come out, do you see it as you're just trying to have fun with it, or are you trying to see it as like
I want to be the best.
cause
Like,
like
you
when
know what I'm
Valorant
saying?
came out, were you
Oh
trying
yeah,
to see it as
I was exploiting everything, bro. Trying to find the best camera spots for Cypher, trying to be the best Cypher, shit like that. Like get clips out
Bro,
there. But
when
yeah,
Valorant came out, I played like the second week. It was like literally the sweatiest fucking bullshit I've ever played in my fucking life, and I
bro,
uninstalled it,
it
bro.
was fun, but I just played too much CS to enjoy it for that long. Like I have like over 2,000 hours on CS. I was getting like my wrist, bro, and arm would hurt after playing Valorant for hours, dude. Like it's so you have to be so precise, man. Like it's so tiring, bro, playing
I
games
played
like
like
that.
2 hours, and then it was like the sweatiest like bullshit I've ever played in my life, and I was like, yeah, no,
It's a lot of bullshit.
no. And then I uninstalled
so
it.
then what games are you playing now? Because there's Valorant, there's
Uh,
Modern Warfare, there's Fortnite.
I play right now Fortnite and League of Legends. But League of Legends is like the game, like Colton was saying, like I take like 10 to tap man route. Like I'm not that good at it. Like, I'm good at it, but like nothing crazy. I just play it for fun because I be having like I'd be weak as hell when I play that game with my friends.
So
Bro, that new Fortnite season's fun right now though.
Yeah,
I've heard mixed opinions with it. I've heard that it's fun, but I've also heard they've ruined the game.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
because you
ruined
watch like
competitively. Yeah, they ruined
fucking
the game.
bullshit YouTubers like that Denver
No,
guy.
they did ruin the game competitive wise because there's sharks, helicopters, the drum gun, like that
Bro,
whole
them
vault
sharks are
situation.
fucking stupid though.
The
You
what's
fucking
that
just
rapid
jump out
fire?
of them.
It's called like a rapid fire sub. It comes in gold. The new
Bro, that shit's
shotgun
fucking
that
insane.
that sucks ass.
It does
Tags
two
don't
bow.
do really any damage anymore.
Yeah, didn't they nerf it?
I think so. Yeah, the new shoddy is just bro. They took. So everybody was taking the time from season 1 all the way till now to master building. Like that's why a lot of people quit because
Yep.
people were getting crazy. And then once people got crazy, what Epic did to counter that was take out a pump and put in a charge pump. So say I wanted to like you're hiding in your box and you're like a bot or some shit, and I break the wall. I get the wall, place my stair in there. I have to charge my shotgun up, giving you like at least 3 seconds, 2 seconds to get out of there. So now that just completely defeats the W keyers. I think that's what they're going for. Like
I
all the
like what they
sweaties.
did.
So like it depends. Like if your play style was aggressive, you're gonna hate Fortnite now because the attacks are shit, and the pumps you can't be fast with them. You can't make quick edits and shoot because you gotta charge it.
I like what they did in what was it, season 10 when they nerfed turbo build. I feel like they need to do that, but
But
not
then you
as
just spam clicking.
Yeah.
obsessively. Like not like what was it, like 0.4 like 4 seconds like you have to wait. Like I think they need to
Eh.
make it like a little bit like
The
less that
problem
you
with
have to
that though
wait.
is then you get like all the people that are like into like FPS and shit. They're gonna think their game's like it's gonna feel slower, bro. It's gonna feel like high
Okay, like all
latency,
the nerds
slow.
can fuck off. It's supposed to be a fun game, bro. It's about fucking animated fucking fish sticks. Like fuck off.
But you
Like
gotta
go
look at
play Valorant,
competitive
bro.
side too. You can't look at just the pub side though, because
Okay,
competitive side, I
Tifu
don't
can
want
go fuck
to
off. Like go play Valorant, bro. Like fuck off.
Well, is Fortnite leaning more towards just like
fun
yeah,
now.
all right,
They
yeah, all
they
right. You
made
think they're
it
gonna
clear now.
so you think the
But
comp game's it's finally gonna die and Fortnite's just gonna be a
yeah,
regular game again?
but here's the thing though. You all know how much bread they got. Here comes another $2 million World Cup. I guarantee you, it's not gonna die.
You think that because from what I hear, it
They were
sounds
gonna
like
do
they're
it.
not gonna have a competitive for much longer. Like
They were
people are
gonna
Yeah,
do a
leaving
World
and
Cup this year,
yeah.
but
There's a lot of people that left already.
they literally said that they were gonna do a World Cup this year, but they canceled it because of COVID. So
all right,
Shit.
I got a good question for you. Since you play a variety of games, I want to know and you also switch off of multiple games because you get frustrated. From the
Yeah.
current games that you've been playing over like the past month or two, what are some things that can help you that will help fix the games that you don't like about them? Like say with Valorant, you quit Valorant quickly, you quit Modern Warfare quickly. Fortnite
Um.
also, even League maybe, or Rocket League even.
League's a different story, but Valorant was probably the fact that I didn't like the the matchmaking on it. I got paired up with literally I won 8 of my placement games, and I got like fucking silver, and I was playing with just the biggest bots, and I was dropping 40 bombs against decent unranked players, shit like that. So then I got paired up. Like every game, it was just all right, what 2 teammates are gonna leave this time type shit. Like it was just so bad. And then Fortnite, we just really discussed all of that, but I'd probably say have a separate game mode for competitive, like they already do, but like separate,
Different updates for
yeah, like different things in them. I don't want the drum gun in competitive. I don't want the drum gun in a good person's hand that has a controller type. Like I don't
yeah.
know, like
How
a
do you
lot of things are
yeah?
busted,
How do you
dude.
feel
Like
about
they're
that?
just
Because
busted.
it seems like controller is the only thing in
Yeah, if you
Fortnite.
look at the stats, it was like out of the last tournament, like the top 25, I think it was like 23 of the top 25 were on controller.
Yeah,
It's
which
getting nuts, dude.
hey
Like
man,
you
hey
walk
man,
out, I think it
what
was
I gotta
unknown
say to that
army.
though, what I gotta say to
What?
that though, the controller shit now is fuck you guys, because if you look at the shit last year, there was only like two. Like there was literally like two
That's before
controller
people found out
people.
you could abuse it though. And then once that came
Yeah,
around,
but don't you
there was
see a
PC
yeah?
players switching to controller, and now that's a problem. When you have PC players, when PC was master race, PC this, PC that, switching to a controller,
but
like shit they
but
would
now
bake for
they're
years.
actually like, and now Epic is seeing all the fucking nerds that are switching, and they're taking control over it, and that's fine.
Yeah, because don't you
It's
think that
not
it's excessive?
control. There's no control. Yes,
If
like I'm gonna say a stat. It was like unknown army stats. It said like it was a tournament he played. He did an
all right,
average of 120 damage before he engaged the fight, and say he did that damage. Like that's like early damage. I forgot
I'm
the
just
name they
saying,
called it.
you're gonna clap
Hold up.
me nine out of ten
Listen.
times on this more than you clap me 9 out of 10 times on this.
That's how you see it though. That's not competitive. Competitive is who's better, not who's got a controller. You know what I'm saying? It's who's better. If I can clap you 9 out of 10 times, that's how it should be. You just gotta get better. It shouldn't have to be you can aim assist your way to victory.
I know, but if it's somebody who's been practicing competitive on a keyboard for the better part of a year and a half versus somebody that just switched to a fucking
That's your own
two
fault. Don't play
joystick.
competitive then. You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
that
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like they're retarded for doing that. Like just let
Well,
them
the
be
reason why
stupid.
they're switching is because controller is the better, and a lot of them switched over from
Because they
controller to
need aim
keyboard.
assist, bro. They need
Well,
it. Even if they play on 240 hertz, like they fucking need it. Like they play with fucking two joysticks and two fucking aim fucking triggers.
I
Like
play
they need
COD
aim assist,
better
bro.
on a controller than I do on a PC, and that's because aim assist.
I'm
Honestly, like when I play at my
I'm
friends'
never gonna
houses,
say
you click
that.
L2 and it's on their head instantly.
Well, I'm never gonna say that you don't need aim assist to counter fucking PC or not PC, but to counter fucking like building in Fortnite. But I will say it was like extremely fucking fucked at one point. But
You definitely need aim assist for any controller game, but the way they
I
did
do
it
like
was
how
so
they're like
bad.
I do like how they're nerfing it, like how they're making it to where if you play on higher than 144 hertz, then or no, it's higher than 60 hertz, and then you like it doesn't like lock on as fast. Then
It was nuts though. Like I remember, like there's hella clips. Every time you clicked L2, it was a headshot. Like you click L2 four times,
yeah,
66, 66, 66, 66. I was like, or aim assist, like yeah, give him a little one dink here and there, give him a little headshot. But when it's excessively, like you're running in the open and you get hit for 160, that shouldn't be a thing, bro. Because now I'm at 40 health, you're at 200, and if especially if it's squads, any squads would be like, yo, he has 40 health, go push him, and then you're instantly dead. You're getting sprayed by drum guns on aim assist. You're getting sprayed by P90s. There's nothing you can do. Literally nothing. It's impossible any way you look at it to get out of
I
that.
will admit though, in that time it was fun to watch though, like where when it was what's it called, a highly skilled ass keyboard player, and like when it was like duos cups, it was a highly skilled ass keyboard player, and then a like decent ass controller player like on a team. Like that
That's what
shit was
people
funny as
started
hell to
doing though. I
watch.
remember like vividly like tweets. It'd be
Like
like
it
from
was
Tifu. He'd be like looking for a
Tifu and
controller
Scoped,
player.
like they
Yep,
would play
scoped.
together.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
shit was
people
funny
were
as hell
looking
to
for
watch.
controller players to be their duo partners because they knew how important it was to have someone that can just laser squads in the open.
so
Yeah.
then because there's obviously a big problem with keyboard and mouse playing with controller.
Yeah.
Since everybody talks about it, how can you fix that situation so that it's balanced in a way? Because in every game, there's always the complaint about aim assist.
I don't think you
Uh,
can balance it. There's literally if you plug in your controller to your PC, you should be in a controller lobby. No, you should be in a PC lobby. That's what you're deciding to do. But then you can't take it out of competitive though at all because no matter what, like you know what I'm saying. Like in
so
pubs, they can enforce it. They can make it so you're in a PC lobby. But in comp, like you can still face other controller players. You can still face like like console players.
so
You
in
have an advantage.
because in COD, the best is controller player. In Fortnite, it was mouse and keyboard, and now it's controller. Should they have just keyboard and mouse events, just controller events?
Well,
Yeah, and
that's
they're
what they're
trying to
doing
do
now.
that. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing that, but then the money's not good. Like they'll have like
I say
1K tournaments, but then when the big tournaments like keyboard and mouse and controller together, that's where you get like your 10Ks, your 20Ks, shit like that. But they don't give a fuck about the separate tournaments.
I say the best way to control it and to balance it, like the best way to like even come close to balancing it is if like because I have a 240 hertz monitor and I get 240 hertz on Fortnite. If I and if I like plug in a controller on my PC, I shouldn't fucking lock onto somebody and it instantly just go like that. Like they should like it should they should do like what they're doing. Like it should like take a longer time to lock on to people. Like that's literally like what you should do.
Yeah.
Like if you're higher than 60 hertz, which is what a fucking console gets, like leave them alone. Like let them get all the fucking name assists they want. Like literally
Yeah,
like
that is shitty
they
though.
can
When Fortnite first
they
came
can do
out,
whatever the fuck they
I
want. Like
remember on my Xbox, I'd load into Tilted and the game would not render for like the first minute of the
yeah, like
game. Like shit like that, yeah, I get it. Like aim assist, like it was really shitty when consoles were first at 60 frames, but it
you,
evolved from there
you don't
quickly. It's
understand.
not 60
They
frames no
get
more.
lower frames than a fucking iPad, bro. An iPad can go up to 130 hertz. Like that's
That's
fucked.
crazy.
Like
Is
let
it
let
still like that though? I feel like their
yeah.
graphics got way better though.
No, well, it probably will next gen, but next gen ain't out yet
It's
though.
still 60 frames still on
Yeah,
console.
yeah. So leave them alone for now. Like they're fine.
Well,
But if I'm sitting here on my PC and I have 240 hertz like I do, and I plug my shit in, I should not be able to lock it in and fucking ding 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 somebody from fucking 230 fucking yards across the map. No, I
Yeah.
should fucking it should like take a longer time to fucking lock on to somebody and fucking that should just be it, and it should do that from like
Should it
144 hertz
take
up.
a longer time to lock on to somebody, or should it just be less accurate?
That
I
it
feel like
should do.
less accurate.
I feel like it should take a longer time to lock on and be less accurate.
So if
Like
it's a
it should
longer
be both.
time, then you're fucking with like how fast you shoot and the guns, and then the guns start
Well,
probably will play
yeah,
different for
yeah.
controller players. I feel like if it was less accurate, they still have their
I feel
bloom.
like
They can get lucky, you know what I'm saying, but it's not as like they're not
you know
reliant
how
on
they
it
have
though.
like damage per second, and I
Yeah,
was thinking about this the other night. They should add like lock on time like for controller players. Like they should add like actual like lock on times. And I know it sounds like kind of corny, but like that like would actually help. Like if
like
like
what when they first added first shot accuracy, the headshot.
yeah,
What is it called? First, what is it? What is it even called?
I think it is
Yeah,
first
first
shot
shot
Yeah,
accuracy.
accuracy.
first shot accuracy.
But
What should they
yeah,
make it like a timer? You got 3 seconds. You're just holding it.
yeah,
Oh, 3, 2, 1, pow.
yeah.
That'd
Well,
be kind of
That
weird.
yeah.
since you guys were talking about consoles and then them being the PS4 just or not the PS4, the PS5 just released.
Oh
What are your
yeah.
thoughts on? Well, because first, before I ask you that, I want to know what your thoughts are on that. Thoughts on the 360 or not the 360, the new Xbox, but also
Series X.
should you get a PC or should you get the newest console? Because
Okay,
they're
well that
pretty
question's out the
close.
way. That's obviously PC to
Well,
me.
Well,
PC
my
100%.
because you've been
opinion.
on consoles and you've been on PC,
Yeah, PC 100%.
so you
Well,
think
because
somebody that's in gaming should switch over to a PC
yeah,
from these
100%.
because these new
Well,
consoles are pretty close to PCs.
because like at the end of the day, PC was it's way cleaner to me, way like it's more fun. Like example, like crossplay. I can't really play with a lot of my friends, but like we can chill in Discord. Like them console players, when I say Discord, they're like, "What? Who? Where? Who's that?" Like, bro, they don't understand like the, I guess like community like type thing. Like a PC player can have.
Yeah.
Like you can just meet new people way easier, talk to people easier. Your games are gonna run smooth if you have a good PC. There's way more game variety, and like you don't gotta worry about like the frame bullshit. You don't gotta worry about discs, whatever, that shit. I mean, you don't have to worry about discs as much anymore because there's a digital PS4 I heard too, or PS5 that I heard that's only
Hmm.
digital games. I don't know if that was fake leak, but I seen that somewhere. But
So
it's just
then
way cleaner to me, bro. In my opinion, you got more
I
apps and shit. Spotify. I mean, Spotify's on PS4, I think, but
I
it's just
wish
clean,
Discord could
way
get
cleaner.
onto the the consoles because if they could get onto the consoles,
If they can get onto the consoles, that'd actually be a big step in making console way better, 100%
but I
better.
wonder if there's a deal that somehow Discord can't because it would fuck up the. Why wouldn't you get a console? Because that's really the main thing besides frames.
I
Yeah,
watched the
to me, yeah, Discord's huge to me, bro.
Yeah.
I watched the game reveal shit for the Series X, and the game's like I know they're marketing it as like, whoa, this is like a fucking PC, but to be honest, bro, it doesn't look like it's fucking a PC. Like they look kind of dog. Like it looks like it's just the it looks like
You
it's
got
just
a
an
mini
Xbox
fridge and a
One.
router.
Right, like it looks like it's just an Xbox One, and like I think PS5 is gonna win the next gen again, and I think the way to go for the next gen again, like it was this gen, is to get a PC and to get like later down the line or
Yeah.
however you want to do this process to get a PS5 like that because they have like the best fucking exclusive games like out there
Yeah, it
like
looks
they have
cleaner to me too. I don't know.
yeah
Like the
they have the
Xbox to
PS5.
font.
me,
The
it's like a
PS5 looks
brick.
cleaner.
It's a brick. Yeah, that
Hell
PS5
yeah,
looks
like
way cleaner
miles
to me.
cleaner,
That's what I
bro.
thought
And they
too.
have Ghost of Tsushima coming out. That shit looks cold as
But a
fuck.
lot
They
of
have
people
fucking hella shit.
like there was a ton of people that I watched like that were reviewing it that said they made fun of the PS5. They said and supposedly the Xbox has just a little bit better. It's just a tiny bit better.
Yeah, I seen that.
But
Okay,
PS4's
and
got
also I
it
want you to
releases
go watch
they
the
get games
fucking
faster. It doesn't look like a fucking giant box. It actually has some style to it. And
yeah.
everybody that says that they like Xbox because there's a lot of people that like Xbox just for the controller. The
Yeah.
PS5 controller is basically an Xbox controller. So I don't see
I
how
will
Xbox
admit the
can win this
PS5
gen.
controller is kind of ugly
Yeah,
looking,
all my
but
friends that
it's
are
like top
Xbox
5
switched
ugliest controllers of all
or are
time.
switching.
But
I feel like Xbox is gonna lose this gen though. There's
Yeah, like all my
there's
personal
no second.
friends, like I'm not even gonna name them, but like there's probably like 6 of them that are all Xbox right now. All said they're getting PS5s just because the controller is finally what they want.
Bro, they have no games. Like, what do we got?
And
Fucking
have you seen the home screen on the Xbox? It's all over the place to me. It's not clean at all. It's just clunky and laggy.
PlayStation has
Everything
stayed
I
the
can
same
get-
forever. It's the same layout.
Yeah.
everything I can get on Xbox, I literally can get on my PC. Everything.
That's
Because
the thing.
because the
Even
Xbox
Game
and Windows
Pass.
are like this, so
Even Game Pass. Like, I can get everything on Xbox that I can get on my PC, and it's cheaper too if I bundle it
That's
with like
why
my Windows.
if you want to get a console, I would say you get the PS5. But if you want to stay, I guess, loyal to Xbox or Microsoft, then just get a PC, because
yeah.
that's how I feel. But you would go for the PS5 over in the new console gen.
100%.
Make a cool ass transition right now.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Microsoft not staying loyal,
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this, but I didn't know when to bring it in. I don't know if Jack's probably heard of this.
You heard of it?
What am I hearing about? Mixer, what happened?
Oh,
You didn't hear about it?
No, I didn't.
So you know what you obviously know what Facebook is. Facebook bought out. I don't know if they bought it out, but or they like Facebook and Mixer like merged together, and Mixer like just shut down.
and the
So
Mixer shut down through
Facebook.
So what happened to Ninja and shit?
So Facebook offered Ninja so Mixer had to pay out Ninja and Shroud's contract, right? Which was well, first off, Facebook offered them
double
of what their original contract was, and we'll get to what that was in a second. And
Probably millions.
they declined it.
multi.
Both of them declined it because nobody wants to stream on Boomer Book. But
Boomer Book. Hey, Karina Kof does, doesn't she?
I mean,
but
yeah, she does, but Facebook's not the not the streaming
platform. I never tune into any Facebook streams. I watch more like people of my friends going live on Facebook doing stupid shit than
yeah. Like Hot Block Lane. But anyways, and then so they declined it, and like a bunch of reports and all that came out, and the total for Ninja, like what they Mixer or Microsoft, I guess now, had to end up paying them was the total for his contract was 30 mil. So he got offered from Facebook 60 mil, and he declined it. And Shroud was 10 mil, so he got offered 20 mil, and he declined it.
But we don't know how long their contract would have been with Facebook.
I'd decline it too, though. That's not a streaming platform.
Yeah, nobody wants to stream.
Also, the thing
in front
is,
of a bunch of boomers.
the thing that made them, because Mixer instantly they merged with Facebook, and since they were signed with Mixer, then they would have to be fine with going to Facebook, and that's why Facebook doubled their shit. But since they didn't want to, then they were forced to pay them.
Your program is bad if you have to double someone's contract. Just to try to get
Facebook's got a lot of money.
Well, yeah, duh.
But they were smart in the fact that since they didn't want to go there, they knew they would instantly get their money. Now they can go to Twitch if they really, really wanted to, or YouTube. There's talks.
Ninja already updated.
Where's Ninja gonna go?
Yeah,
Ninja updated his Twitch bio, and it said Ninja streams Fortnite and Valorant. But yeah, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't go to Twitch. It's got the biggest viewer base. Or actually, I think YouTube might.
Well, Twitch probably ain't happy.
Yeah, doesn't YouTube has fucking Courage, Laserbeam, who streams now? They have a lot. Yeah. But yeah, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I don't know where he's gonna go. I kind of hope he goes to Twitch because I think it's gonna like bring us back to 2018, 2017 vibes where like Fortnite was like relevant and like popping again.
It is weird that Ninja left and was still the most followed Twitch streamer. Wasn't on the platform.
Yeah, and that is gonna like kind of lead us into the next point where he might not go there and go to YouTube because when he left, they kind of used
his account.
Yeah, he's not on
Yeah,
good terms with Twitch.
they used his account to promote a bunch of
Other
streams, which
streamers,
okay,
yeah.
cool. And it like when you went to his account, it said this ninja is in another castle, which like that's kind of cool, I guess. And then but somebody went on there and they started a stream, and it was like some girl getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah, they did play some porn on his stream.
And then Ninja's wife, who's a complete Karen, fucking got
She is
heated
not
about
a
it.
complete Karen. I met her in real life.
Nah,
Take that back, please.
no,
Nah, she
she's
just
I don't
She's
give a
she
fuck
just
one of the
about that.
defended him.
nicest and one of the nicest people I ever met.
Okay, Karens can be nice at times. She's a
I
total
don't
Karen.
think she is. I think she just supports Ninja.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody
What's
who
your beef with her? What's your beef with her, Colton? I want to hear it.
Bro, every time Ninja can never fight his own battles without her like shoving
I
a
think that's just a
fucking
wife
man
aspect,
cock up
though. That's
their
just a
ass.
Yeah,
wife part
think,
of it. I
yeah.
think.
Okay.
I don't think that has
Well,
anything to do
also
with
she's
like.
into esports though too. Like,
And she's his manager. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So she has to be into it.
Okay. Anyways, either way, I don't know if I don't think he's gonna go back to Twitch. I mean, it would be the smarter way to go because that would be funny as hell because then he would be out Tifu and viewers again because he still has like the more
Yeah.
the more followers on there. But I don't know.
So
It's gonna be interesting. I just don't. I think Shroud is obviously gonna go back to Twitch because
I think Shroud will go to Twitch, Ninja will go to YouTube. I think that's just how it goes.
then
Yeah.
YouTube's gonna have a cold ass like lineup. They're gonna have fucking Laser Beam.
Yeah,
fucking,
I think YouTube
Courage.
they might take over Twitch though. Just with Ninja on their side, it's possible.
YouTube's doing good though. Like I've been
Hell
following
yeah.
Fwiz because he was obviously a codcaster and shit. He was into game battles, all that shit, in old days of COD. So I've been following him, and they've been doing a lot of shit for like the streaming side,
Yeah.
gaming side, a lot of shit.
I definitely think they're gonna. I
They
think
actually
overall,
listen,
because
like they're
Twitch
listening.
has a lot of internal problems with just bans in general.
And
so,
they're sexist as fuck when it
yeah,
comes to
there's
guys.
a lot of problems.
Like, yeah, I don't even want to get started.
They're really
on
strict.
the Alinity
Twitch is really
bullshit.
strict, but then when you look at the YouTube side, like the monetizing side,
They're
I
not
hear
strict
complaints
though.
all the
They're
time
not strict
about shit
though.
like that.
They're only strict when it comes to guys. Like they're just sexist. They're like if you look at Alinity, she literally had to fucking ask them to ban her. Like and
Yeah,
and
same
she
with
only got
Pokey,
banned
yeah.
for like a day.
Yeah,
And yeah,
Twitch is.
they're just sexist and I
Yeah.
fucking hate them.
But to stay on the streaming side of it, I think it was 3 days ago, you messaged me about your setup. Why'd you change up your setup?
Shit. Well, majority of it was just to make it look cleaner. Cause my room, it wasn't like super dirty, but I was tired of playing the same spot every day with the same desk that was kind of dirty and shit. So I moved everything around, and yeah, my girl helped me with that shit. We did it at like 4 in the morning, dude. Literally like 4 in the
Just
morning.
spontaneous.
And also, another reason was because I needed put my mini fridge in here, and this is the only spot it really fit at. Because if I put it on this side, the door would be opening the wrong way, so I'd have to it open like. It's hard to explain with the webcam, but it had to be on this side. It had to be on this side, or it wasn't gonna work. So I
I
literally
just
had to
got a
move
mini
everything.
fridge too. I'm hyped as fuck for it.
Dude, it's just convenient, bro. Like when I want to drink
Hell
something,
yeah.
I just take it out and drink something.
Bro, I'm literally gonna keep it stacked with like fucking pineapple chunks and mango chunks and fucking water and fucking Red Bull and shit. Like I'm hyped.
Oh, yeah, that's fire.
So then what'd you
hyped.
change about your setup besides just moving it?
Cleaned it, put my Switch up here. I got my calendar up here for like just adult shit, I guess.
Got my Switch up here. You know, I be playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah, aesthetics too. Yeah, I play Animal Crossing too. I got my essential oils. You know, I got my dad break side of things. That sort of setup going on. But
Yeah,
no, it's just cleaner.
I mean, could just film your first YouTube video, a little setup tour.
I could.
But,
Those used to be like big back in the day, like setup videos.
yeah, whenever somebody
You'd be watching your favorite YouTuber for like 6 months, haven't even seen their face yet, and they were like setup video, instant click. I'd be like, oh my god. When
I
was
remember
like
when I
12.
was first getting my computer, I'd watch a ton of setup tours just to see how I wanted to make my setup. That's
No, those I can't watch those because those make me jealous. I'm like, damn, this room
a lot
looks
of
way
it's
better
just
than mine.
lighting. Like I don't know how they got huge ass monitors, a lot of
Oh,
cable
yeah.
management. I'm like, fuck that.
I can never manage my cables like that, dude. You can
It's
see cables running in my room right now. In my Ethernet, so literally running through that wall under my bed to my PC.
Hey, mine runs through my basement, so I
At least
mean,
it's on your way. I gotta vacuum and lift this motherfucker up.
Wait, how does yours run through your basement? You got like a little hole down there?
it goes. No, we just drilled it in from the router and then just ran it through the ceiling tiles all the way to my room.
Yeah, we drilled like 2 walls or some shit. I forgot.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then Dom and Cam have one now too. So now it's like the router has to be in my room because they drilled it from that spot. So I'm basically fucked. I got 3 Ethernet cables in my room right now. A whole Wi-Fi box. Whenever they want to reset it, they have to wake me up out of my bed and be like, "Can you reset the Wi-Fi? My game's lagging." So it's kind of inconvenient from that standpoint, but it just my setup looks cleaner, I guess.
We usually ask every guest this. What's your top 3 favorite fast food places?
Ooh. Damn, that's a tough one because I eat all the time, bro. I eat so much.
McDonald's,
I got a new
Wendy's,
question after that
Wendy's,
one that I want to start asking guests.
Chick-fil-A, Culver's.
I'd go. Okay, listen. I think Wendy's, Sonic, and
That's
I
a
mean
new one that
McDonald's.
somebody said.
McDonald's is a go-to, but
Bro, I
You're not gonna
totally
put
like
Chick-fil-A on there
agree
or
with
Taco
Sonic.
Bell? Those are like
yeah,
some.
Chick-fil-A would probably be my third.
I
But
totally agree
Sonic
with
is
Sonic,
so
bro.
good, bro.
That's just like a solid fast food chain.
Yeah,
I like
Like,
but
Sonic.
it's so I think it's so good because you can't have it as much because where we're
um,
at, we really can't get it like that.
another question I want to start asking guests. Well, I guess it's 2 questions both in one. Uh, do you? Because I was watching a bunch of our old podcasts, and I was watching one that me and Cole did with Ben, and we were talking about a bunch of ghost stories and shit.
I was just gonna.
And
I had that written down about conspiracy theories.
I have a
Yeah.
question, well, 2 questions, and I'm literally gonna start asking all of our guests this. Do you believe in ghosts,
Yep.
and do you have any ghost stories
I feel like Jack
that you
already
want to
has.
tell?
It's a yes. I feel like.
Yeah, I definitely believe in them, but when it comes to like stories
We're
myself,
literally stealing this from H3H3. Like they used to do this all the time, but fuck them. Like they're a
I don't
shit
really have any
podcast now, so
personal
fuck 'em.
stories, I guess, besides my friend Stephen Green has a ghost in his house, and it always has since
Shout
we were
out to
little.
Steven.
And
And that man
I
used
used
to
to
cuss
stay
out
in his
Vader all
house
the
and be
time.
so scared, bro. You just hear shit at night, bro, like everywhere, like the stairs
Yeah.
creaking, doors closing. Like that's the only story I really have. I've never like experienced no crazy shit before, but I do believe in them because I watch a lot of like shit like that.
They
I
have
feel
to be
like
real. They have to.
I feel like if you watch it, then you like not experience, but you feel it more.
Yeah,
Like
you,
you
you get
feel
to
it
see a
more. Like you
lot. Like
open your mind to it more and
yeah,
shit. And like it, yeah,
It's
I feel
weird
like if
though.
you watch it more.
I feel like if ghosts are real, then there's no scientific way that that's possible. That they're real.
What?
Like, if ghosts are real,
well,
then it has to be a religion type shit that there has to be a god and all that. That's what I
I
feel
feel like
Well, not
it's just because
necessarily.
we
I
have
think it's
no
just like
knowledge on what happens after death. I think that's
Yeah.
why
I
scientifically
don't think it's
impossible.
necessarily it has to deal with religion. I think it's like more your energy is still there after you die. I don't even think like there's probably a slim chance that you don't even like pass over to a new like an afterlife or some shit. And sorry if I'm putting a damper on somebody's life.
We never know,
So-
man.
Sorry if I'm putting a damper on somebody's whole like life, like religion and shit, but I'm putting your shit in check. Anyways, but you, I feel like I don't feel like this. I am a Christian. I believe in it, but I feel like you might like just not no clip, but in a way, basically just like sort of come into this like Matrix type of thing, and basically like
Another dimension, or
be in this whole separate thing within our thing,
The
if that
Avatar
makes sense.
state.
Like you know how like cats and shit can like see like cats and dogs like are more prone and kids are more prone to like see ghosts and shit. Like I feel like they're still like their minds aren't like fully like developed and like and shit and they're not like fully out of that thing. that like place yet, like of being like created and shit. Like I feel like we're like you're going through that cycle again. If that makes sense.
We never know though, man. Like I believe in it, but there's no proof scientifically what happens after death. So we never know until we die. Like even if
I
we
got
do
a
die,
fun
we might
story.
not know. It could be black. You
Well,
could
that's
just
one of
die
the
and
yeah.
everything
That's
just goes black.
because have you ever thought about that after you
That'd be
die? It just
crazy.
goes
It's
black,
just
and you can't.
just
I got a fun
Whenever I think
story,
about it, it freaks me the fuck out.
and this is the one that really like made me like believe. So about a year ago, it was me, Ben, Trevor, and Jesus were just cruising, and we were like, "Yo, there's like Rounds was telling us about this like house that was like abandoned, and it was supposed to be like haunted because this guy like I don't know if he said like this guy killed his wife or vice versa, but it's like out by Burcott's or some
shout out
shit.
rounds,
So
by the way.
hell yeah, and we went
Big
there,
up rounds.
and we like just parked, which was a dumbass thing to do, by the way. And we went there and we parked in the driveway of this abandoned ass house. And but I should take that back. I don't think it was like a dumbass thing to do because I like love this shit. Like I like love scary shit and like that.
Yeah.
And I we went there. And Trevor didn't hear it. Ben didn't hear it, but me and Jesus had our windows rolled down. They had their windows rolled down, and we were just chilling. And we had the car parked like this, and the driveway was like that. And so we were just chilling, and then me and Jesus just heard this woman like crying, like out in
What
the
the
distance. We
fuck?
just heard,
A
and we
little
were
Left
like,
4 Dead
Well,
witch.
because Colton's like
and
super
we
into
just
this type
looked
of
at
shit.
each other like at the same time, and that's when we would like both were just like, what the fuck?
I would have
Like
got
just
out that motherfucker, bro.
we just
Yeah.
looked at each other like at the exact same time, and that's how I knew like we actually just heard that shit like at the same exact time. We heard like a lady like crying out in the distance and shit. Like I was like, do you hear? He's like, yeah. He's
Well,
like, yeah, I hear it.
don't you want to like go to haunted places and like put it and record it?
Yeah,
And
that's like I want to
I
like on this
I could
channel,
never.
I
I
want to
could
like
never.
start a series where like
It's so creepy, dude.
we
I
like
know.
go to
I get
like
so freaked out.
bandos or like where we go to like just like creepy places or places that are supposed to be haunted and we just like vlog it and shit. And
I
it's
got a
like,
question for y'all because we're
what's
talking
up?
about death and shit.
What is it?
What's up?
So do y'all fear death? Like,
No,
No,
I
because a
I
lot
open
of
it.
people do. A lot of people do. Like,
I open it. I'm
yeah.
Christian, bro. I accept it.
Because my thing with it is I'm always happy. I've never been depressed. I've always had everything that I do it to the fullest.
That is a
And
weird
I don't
connection, though.
care if it happens, it happens. It's
Yeah.
just I try to live to the best, and that's how I feel on it. If I'm
I
living
feel
to
like
the
a
best
lot
of
of
it,
people
then
hold themselves back because they fear death and don't do the things they want to do because
There's
they're
people
so
that,
scared.
yeah, there's people that have been depressed, but like don't fear death. Like there's people that like kill themselves. Uh, I can say this shit because we're not monetized yet. Fuck it. But there's people that have like killed themselves because they like want death. Like there's people that like would prefer to be dead, like because they think it would be better than this. Like I feel like, and that goes back to my like theory about like not a religion, but like basically just like another like you're basically just no clipping
Yeah, a
into
lot of
like
people
that
do.
other
I do hear
state.
that a lot though. When people say like they don't fear death, that they're like, well, because I know I'll go to heaven or I know I'll do this. Like they don't
yeah,
they don't know. They think that something else is there, which we're not. I'm not gonna say nothing isn't there, but I feel like that's a big reason. Like your faith decides if you really fear your death.
I think you should just live it like you
Yep.
don't
We're
know
all
what's
gonna
gonna
die,
happen
bro.
next.
At one
Yeah,
point, we're gonna die,
you
man.
don't
I
know
could
what's
die
gonna happen
tomorrow.
next, and just
Yeah.
do whatever you feel like you want to do at the moment. Because
Yep.
if you hold yourself back, whenever you get older,
But
you're
I
gonna
feel like we're the
realize,
outsiders of this argument. A lot of people, I feel like, fear death more than people don't fear death.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Like
don't.
if I talk about death around people, they're like, "What? Don't talk like that." Like what? Like
Yeah, because it'll bring up
it's
that
not
energy.
it's
Yeah,
not something they want to talk about. I feel like, but I don't care. I could talk about death all day if I want to.
yeah. Because I like talking about that shit because it's stuff you don't know what's gonna happen, and
Yep.
Yeah.
that's the type of shit I like. I like talking about that shit.
Which you know what else I like talking about is our Discord, which is linked down below. And The link is fixed because it was broken. And
Since we're on this
yeah.
track of things, because we had Ben on, we talked about a shit ton of these, and he's a conspiracy theorist. Do you have any?
Up the ass.
Do you believe in conspiracy theories?
Yeah,
Do you, do you
I
have any?
watch a lot of them, but
Do you have any certain ones like landing on the moon or the 9/11 attacks, or is there like certain ones that you always talk about, or it'll ring in your head every once in a while?
I talk about a lot is like probably shit they do with the government the most. Like like I can't name like some specific ones,
Yeah.
but or I like the new shit that's going around, like all the hashtags. What are they even called? I don't even know what
I
they're
feel like I'm
called.
taller than you guys right now.
But it's like it has to do with like the government working with the black market, like killing kids, raping kids, shit like that.
Oh,
That's like one
damn.
example. But like I
Good
just feel
thing we're
like
not monetized.
there's different routes you can take it, but there's a bunch of different conspiracies for different parts of the government, like how the government like knows everything. Like then you go like Area 51, you can take it there. Like the government knows there's aliens, cancer. Like
I
you know what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
our
Like
government is
I feel
corrupt
like our
as
government,
shit.
yep, that's the main thing I'm trying to get to. I think the government is corrupted, and I like those type of conspiracies. Like,
Yeah, there's no way our
but
government's
there's nothing
not
we can
corrupt
do
as
about
shit.
it, though. At the end of the day, we're never gonna be able to do anything about it, though. If
Yeah,
that's
and everybody
truly
that
Yeah,
how
does
what
try
unless
to
you
they
could
do
get
shit
have,
the
about it,
whole country to back somebody. Yeah.
even then,
and
though, the people who
yeah,
have that power will never lose that power. If they're doing shit and getting away with it right now, there's no way to prove it. And
Yeah,
then, like,
I
people
think it's too
say,
big now. Yeah.
yeah, people say like, oh, this guy was speaking on this, so he got killed like a month later. So the government definitely did it. Well, that could be you. If you want to speak on it, go ahead, but that's still your risk. I feel like if they have that power,
Yep.
they really
wait, how
could
do
suppress it.
you can't screenshot in Discord?
No.
Fuck, I was trying to take a. I was trying
So
to take
since
a
you talked about
thumbnail.
Area 51, you think there's
We'll get a thumbnail. We can get a thumbnail after.
So since Area 51, do you think there's ghost or not ghost? Do you think there's
Aliens,
aliens?
100%, bro. And I definitely think
Yeah,
that I don't know if they're friendly,
here
we're good. But if they're not friendly, we're all fucked. I hope
I
everybody
don't
knows
think
that.
there's aliens necessarily. I think that there's
Other life
alien
for sure.
craft, alien craft there
You
that
think
they're
there's just the
testing,
craft,
and
not the
alien
aliens?
technology, and possibly bodies, but I'm not gonna get into that. But possibly bodies. Like if you look into like cases like the Roswell sightings, which is like one of the most famous fucking alien crashes ever. Like they tried to cover it up and say that it was a weather balloon, and then like 80 years later they were like, oh yeah, that was a cover up. Like they literally came out and said it was a cover up. But yeah, there's no way that it's like not like there's not
There's
like
other life
aliens
somewhere.
or
Has to be other life somewhere.
I feel
yeah,
like if there are
the,
aliens here, they're walking around with us. I swear.
You think?
I think.
like
Yeah.
some Men
But
in Black type
what
shit.
makes them different from us though? Why couldn't we pick them out? You know what I'm saying?
Well, there are some weird people in the world.
You think it's some
I-
But
like Men
I
in
that's
do
Black
what you
think-
type
think
shit?
aliens are though.
I do
I feel like
think-
aliens are like just
You think you
different.
don't think they look
different
like
type
us?
of people. Yeah.
Because if you go through, because there's multiple things that I think on different things. Like I don't think from, if you think from a science standpoint, wouldn't if an alien came from the same way of us as like evolving all the way up, shouldn't they do that on a different planet as well? Because it's the same. It's the same thing.
You never know, because this is what like we don't
Well,
know
there's not.
about other groups of people how they evolve. Like we know
Yeah.
our story, like evolution, like apes, whatever you believe in, but we don't know they're different. We have
Yeah,
no
there's
knowledge on them really, like at all,
yeah.
besides UFOs and they're
Well-
smart as fuck. I mean, I don't know.
How do you feel about those tapes that the government released back in? I think it was like a
I
month
like
ago.
those. Yeah, I like those. Those were dope. He was like, "Whoa, what the hell is that thing?" He
And they were
like,
trying to
zoomed
catch
in
it.
on it. Yeah, it was in the water. He was like moving this.
That's weird because if they could,
That thing was
that's-
fast as fuck, dude.
Yeah, if they can move like that, and we're not even close to that. If they can move like that,
No.
that's another.
That's
thing.
what I feel like they're like looking at like Area 51, like that type of shit. Like that's what I feel like they're looking at.
Do you
Like
think
that.
Other
aliens-
countries have
like-
better transportation, like technology. Like I think it was like in Japan or
Yeah.
something. They had like like trains or buses that are like floating. You know what I'm saying? Like on like some sort of lines, like shit like that. Like we don't
Yeah.
have that, but other countries still have way better technology than us. I
And
feel
that's what
like.
I said, like in that podcast that we talked about it. Like I felt like it was just like another, like it could have just been like another like high tech like ass country that was just trying not to be detected, like North Korea or some shit, like a
That'd be
spy, like
crazy.
yeah, like I
Kim
don't
Jong
know.
Un did it again. He's with the aliens.
Well, do you
What
think
Trump call him,
there's
Rocket Boy?
do you think aliens are smarter than us, or do you think they're dumber than us, or do you think there's a mix?
Um,
Because a lot of people, when they think of aliens, they think they're going to be smarter than us. I feel
I think
like
I think
there's a
they just have
mix.
better technology. That's how they grew up. If they are real, I feel like they're not going to think of it as they're super intelligent. I think they just think it as that's their technology, their way of life. But they're probably in our heads. They're probably way smarter than us. Like the shit they know.
Well, what I talked about on that podcast that we talked about, I think that there's some that are smarter than us. There's us, and then there's ones that haven't evolved enough, and they're like in the
It's
past.
true.
So, because everybody thinks
You
like
never know. You just
yeah.
never know.
Everybody.
That's
thinks
why
like
it's hard to
this.
talk about this. It's like no
Here's the
information.
real
Like
trippy ass question: do you think that we're a simulation?
No.
I used to believe that. I used to believe that for so long, dude.
Nope. I
Like
don't think so.
That's one. Yeah, I don't believe that either.
There's no
it
way.
just, bro. That would be crazy though. Literally crazy. Like
Yeah.
just thinking about it. I don't know.
Nah.
I used to
there's no way.
think that for a long time though, just because I just seen a bunch of videos on it and shit, and I was like, whoa, kind of weird. But nah, I
Like
don't
with
know.
like
Nah,
the
that's the only one
basketball.
I've
Have you
never
seen the
believed in.
basketball one
Where
where
they all
like they were
move in
like
the same-
running?
yeah.
Yeah, that shit was funny as.
Nah, I don't think there is. There's no way.
Yeah.
That'd be
That'd
weird
be
as fuck
nuts.
because if you lived in a simulation and you got out of it somehow, I don't know.
If I lived in
that
a
fucks with your head.
simulation and like
Yeah,
there's
that's-
people that are like playing better than me, I'm just like, bro, get better. Like, like, like if that's all it takes, like just play better, man. Like what the fuck?
That reminds me of
And if we live in a simulation, then why is there lifespans? Like if in video games and shit like that, there's not lifespans. Like and shit. Like there's just not. Like there's
Yeah.
no like there's nothing like that that are lifespans. Like
You guys
that's
watch
like the
Rick and
main
Morty
thing.
at all?
Hell yeah.
Colton does. I don't.
I
I
I just
forgot the
got
exact
hooked on
name
it.
of the episode, but that just reminds me of Rick and Morty episode where like it was just a simulation, but Morty knew or Rick knew that
Mhm.
it was a simulation, and he was like telling like Morty like get naked, they're watching us. So
I
like
think I
they'd get
remember this.
naked and they wouldn't watch the people at the simulator, so they were like guiding it. And then like toward the end, I remember like he tricked the whole simulation and like to giving them the dark matter formula, and he gave them some bullshit ass like explosive, and it blew up their whole entire planet. It was just dope as hell. Like that whole
Yeah.
episode was so trippy and dope, but like,
I just got hooked on that.
bro, it makes your brain just think of shit like that. Like what would happen if that actually happened? Because it was like multiple simulations, like they die or something, and then like here they are again somewhere random, but it wasn't like it was so trippy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to get your take on conspiracy theories because I feel like that's a lot of people don't talk about that with like their friends. I don't. At least, yeah, I don't think a lot of people talk.
I
about
open
this.
my mind up to literally anything.
Yeah.
If I can get like, I won't speak on something if I don't have the knowledge, like shit like that. But I'll still like get the knowledge. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I won't.
Or
I won't
give
be
your
like,
opinion
no,
on what you
not
think,
real.
yeah.
Nope, not real. Nope. I won't say shit like that.
I do feel like a lot of people don't talk about shit like that now. Like a lot of people, I don't feel like people can have conversations anymore too. Like everybody's dull whenever you meet them for some reason now. Like
I feel like the same with like Ghost in a way.
That's
Like
that.
I
That's
have
that
I have
right
a
there.
lot of more.
yeah, texting.
I have a lot more
yeah.
like stories that I could tell, but like they're so like vividly weird that a lot of people would like see them as like just plain old bullshit. like
Sometimes-
that.
yeah,
That's why I just
sometimes-
like keep them to myself and like I know I believe them. Like I know I know that they were there and shit, and the people that were with me know that they were there. But that's why like some of them I just keep them to myself, and that's why I know like some people just don't like talking about them, and I know it's like a not triggering subject, but it can be. And like same with like
I just like
conspiracy and
don't
shit.
like
and,
to open your mind to things that aren't what they believe
yeah.
are true. I guess, however you can word it. Like Salah always would like just bake kids in class like for speaking on shit they like had he just they did not know what they were talking about. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he made me realize more like not just Salah himself, but he strictly like promoted it. Like, get the knowledge, open your mind up to something different, and then speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I hate people that are closed minded, like they don't want to speak on that shit, or they just simply are too lazy to learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
That's the thing, especially like getting out of high school. Like in high school, you don't really, or at least for me, I didn't look up a lot of shit just because after school you were drained. But I feel like after high school, you want to learn so much. It's like actual shit you want to learn about. And
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
some
'cause you
people
don't-
do and some people
Because you don't have
don't.
to.
And
Like
then,
you can. Like it's like free learning in a sense.
and that's like that's what the people that all they do, they just sit on their phones and type. Those are the people that don't want to look up new things or learn anything. And
Shit, they can simply sit on their phone and type a conspiracy theory or type this instead of fucking
like
texting their friends or
I don't know
something.
how many
Is that a
times in a day.
train that is that a train that is not by my house for once?
Yeah, I went by
What?
mine, and then it's his.
What?
My mind.
But yeah, I can probably three, five
That
times a
train
day
just
sitting
double
on my
teamed you
phone, and I
guys.
would just think of a random thing and search it, just because
That-
random shit happens.
That
pops
train
in
just
my head.
gangbanged you guys.
Yeah, then I'll sit there and watch like documentaries on it in my bed and shit like that. I don't know. I just put my energy to shit that's not always social media, I guess.
I think this is the last thing I want to talk about. Since we are on a podcast, I want to get your thought on this. Do you watch a lot of podcasts?
I don't watch a lot of podcasts, but I do listen to some, like in my car.
Because when we were kids, it was just TV, it was cartoons and all that. Then as you get into like a teenage, you start and it's just like people are switching to YouTube, streaming, and all that. Now podcasts are becoming a big thing. Are you switching on to that, or are you still staying? Like, do you even watch TV anymore? Like,
I do have like Netflix and Hulu and shit, but I
but
usually I just
is that
watch
even
like
considered TV?
No, that's considered a streaming platform.
Yeah.
TV's
then
dead,
I guess
bro.
I really don't. The only thing I watch, no, actually I wouldn't even count it. Like Hulu has like ESPN and shit, so I don't
TV
know.
is literally
I
like
do
a
watch
dying.
a lot of podcasts like Hex Quarters. I don't know if it's still called that, but with Optic Hex or X Optic Hex, like in the Huntsman, No
I've
Jumper,
seen
Adam
that before.
22,
Yep.
H3H3. I still watch them.
I can't watch
like,
H3 anymore, bro.
They have
Like
to be good though. Like
Ethan is
I don't know.
annoying. Ethan's annoying now. Like, he just sims for fucking I forgot her name now because I don't watch anymore. That talks like that, but he just sims for her now, and it's fucking
I like
annoying.
podcasts just because you learn a lot of shit, but you also I feel like you learn more personal life of the famous people, like celebrities you're watching. Like you get to actually know them. That's why I
Yeah.
like podcasts too. But I don't watch TV no more than if you count Hulu and shit as streaming. I
Yeah.
don't know
I feel
the
like
last time I watched TV.
I feel like TV's like a dying in industry, and I
Industry.
feel like every single network that ever has or is going to have a streaming platform
I
of
feel like
some sort.
TV channels like screwed themselves in a way though. Like ESPN, like they're like what probably partnered with Hulu, or what would you say that like sponsored? Because I mean
Partnered, probably.
they
Yeah.
those
partnered, yeah.
channels like HBO that are all on Hulu, everybody would rather watch the Hulu HBO than the regular HBO. So I think they got them partnerships, but then they sent everybody to Hulu, and then like no one watches TV no more.
Yeah, I think
The only
it's
thing
gonna be weird when you'll walk in as like a parent and your kid's just only watching YouTube or Hulu or Apple TV.
That is weird because my little brother watches some weird shit, man, and I can't stand it. Like it gets weird, like people playing with action figures, and I'm like, bro, how are you watching this?
Because our
dude?
parents, all they do is only really watch TV. But,
well,
like,
that's
everybody
probably how
else is just Netflix.
that's probably how
Hulu,
our parents
YouTube.
feel about us. Like when they see us watching people playing video games, that's probably how our
Yeah, it
parents
took
feel
my
about
dad
us
and my
too.
parents a few years of me, Dom, and Cam sitting on the couch screaming, "Let's go, Optic! Let's go!" Shit like that for them to realize like esports was a thing
Well, when
and shit like that.
ESPN
Yeah.
had when they ran out of sports and they put Rocket League on ESPN, I
Oh,
was
that
like,
was nuts.
I was so into Rocket League, and I'm sitting out there watching it, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Your dad
This
was
is
probably
so
like,
dumb.
they're
I'm like,
literally
no, this
just
is
fucking
cool as
driving
fuck.
cars, Cole.
No, that
Rocket League is actually a cool game though. If you don't know what's going on, still you still understanding soccer. You know what like how
even
people
if
score and shit.
if Fortnite, there was talks of the World Cup being on, if that was on ESPN, that would be. Do you know how many people would tune into that? That
A lot.
Especially nowadays, like with no fucking sports and shit.
yeah.
I wish platforms like that were more common though. Like Twitch, I feel like I wish like that sooner or later that becomes the Snapchat, the fucking Twitters, and the fucking Facebooks. Like
The
I feel like people
Twitters.
still don't watch that. Like if I was just like put on my story like I'm streaming on Twitch, half of my Snapchat was probably just never even heard of Twitch yet. Still,
Yeah, because there's so many. They could even go into the just chatting, like, and find
yeah.
a ton of people. Yeah,
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I wish it was more common because, like, say you meet someone new, like, say it's a girl, I don't know, like, what do you do? Like, I stream on Twitch, like, oh, that's cool. I'll come check you out or something. Like if someone asks for your Twitter, they'll be like, oh, I'll follow you. That's cool. But like for Twitch, it's way different. Like and shit like that, like YouTube, like streaming, anything
Yeah,
like that. I feel like it's way different. Like they're like, that's kind of weird. Like I
it's
wish it was just normalized. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
only in like the gaming, because like YouTube's everywhere.
Yeah.
Twitch is just still in the gaming scene, I think, and
Yeah.
And I
it
don't like
has
that
just
though.
chatting, but like, yeah,
Well,
there's not
just
a lot.
chatting turned into a lot of females, and it's going down a bad route. It's just a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
it. Just chatting is just girls, like, no offense, just wanting attention, getting the money, getting out, on to the next day, do the same thing over and over, and then hey, follow my Twitter. And when you go to your Twitter,
Twitch is
what's she
like a
doing?
P.
Promoting her
I just
OnlyFans.
realized, and you just mind fucked the hell out of me. Twitch is like a PG-13 OnlyFans.
oh yeah,
There's
yep,
girls in our town that are. I don't even want to say this because it's a local podcast, so I'm not going to say any names. And people
Bro,
probably already know who I'm
don't
talking
say
about.
names, but just say it, bro.
But
yeah.
though,
I bet
like
certain people do. Yeah.
15 years old, 14 years old with the OnlyFans, man. Like, it's not even legal.
Jeez.
Like, if my daughter had an OnlyFans at
I
14,
would beat her ass.
How'd you feel
dude,
about that wave when quarantine hit and a shit ton of people were doing OnlyFans?
here's how I see it.
Because
If
that
if
shit's
you
bad.
if
That's
you're that horny to where you want to, I guess, see a certain person naked, I guess I'm all for it. Go ahead. If she's 18 plus, it's legal. Go ahead and buy her shit. I mean, porn is free. I'll remind you, porn is free.
yeah, that's the
Pornhub and
thing.
all
Yeah,
that. But I guess it's like luxury porn. But even then, it's not really luxury because half of
Is
them
it
are
though?
probably like iPhone video recorded, like shit, like just nudes. But I definitely don't like the route it turned into where all the girls I used to follow that played games are
yeah,
now all just advertising their fucking OnlyFans on my page. So it used to be like, come tune into my H1Z1 stream. Now it's come follow my OnlyFans, 10 subs, 50% off. I'm like, bro, get this out of my timeline. Like what has happened to not every girl, I don't want to speak for every girl, but a lot of the girls that hit 18. Like I've seen girls that are 17, I'm following them, and then once they turn 18, literally the day they turn 18, welcome to my OnlyFans, come follow. But I'm like,
You guys aren't gonna believe me, but I've literally never I've never went onto somebody's OnlyFans, and I'm being
I
like dead
haven't either.
ass.
I haven't
I've
either.
never gone
even
on
if
it.
you have though, you don't see
So
shit. It just says you have to buy
yeah,
it.
I
I've
was gonna
never bought an
ask,
OnlyFans
is
page
it
either.
on, like, is every like chick like just like finger blasting herself on there, or is it like
Well, some
It's
people,
different.
yeah, some people take just like Instagram kind of shit, and then some
Just
people are
pictures.
full blown
Yeah,
like,
some people are full on like porno, like they have a boyfriend, they're just making videos with their boyfriend. Some girls have like just nudes, like in
so what is it,
thongs,
like
won't be butt
Pornhub, or is it
naked.
just like
No,
Instagram, like you got
it's
like
through
stories?
Twitter. I think it's through Twitter because like when you click on links, you're still on Twitter, and like it'll make you like log into Twitter if you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? But you just go on there. You don't see anything unless you subscribe. But most girls post like previews. That's the only way I know how like what the kind of content they even have because I never bought one personally. But
I'm
all on
never gonna.
Twitter.
That's a waste of money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm never gonna
yeah.
pay to watch somebody like to
All the
look at
previews
somebody's
just
tits.
basically, I guess, give you the look on what their OnlyFans is going to be, and that's how you decide if you want to subscribe to it. So like, it would be like, I don't know, a girl twerking. You're knowing that when you sign up for this OnlyFans, it's probably going to be her twerking. You already see what her ass looks like, shit like that. But then that's when the girls get you, because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter like, this girl's OnlyFans is a joke, blah blah. You're paying $25, and I can't even see your cooch, blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like it's wild, man. It really is. Like,
but there's no
First
way that
off,
can
if you're
last a
why are
long
you
time.
paying $25 to like just look at some
bro, like
gooch?
$50 feet pics and shit, bro. Like, what?
Like, there's no
Bro,
way that could last more than a year because
that's how
it's
many
just gonna
chicken
get. It's the
sandwiches,
same
bro?
shit over and over and over.
I think it's gonna get into like a lawsuit aspect though, real soon
I
because
look at I
like
look
a
at like
16-year-old on OnlyFans, that's not legal.
I look at it like this. You're paying $25 to fucking look at somebody's cooch for who's probably not even that cute. And
Well, you're probably
you
gonna bust a
can.
nut and be like,
That's
"Wow, I
probably
shouldn't even
how
have bought
much.
this anyways."
Yeah, that post nut, and then you're just
Yeah,
like,
that post.
that was
You're gonna
fucking
be like,
stupid.
That's
"Thing I've ever
probably.
done."
That's probably how many fucking chicken sandwiches. That's probably how many. Like that's how much weed. That's like 2 G's of weed,
I almost smoked
and
them.
and some swishers. That like what are you doing with yourself, bro? Like you can do so much with that money. Like that's like a whole meal right there, bro. Like what are you doing? Like why are you doing
Yeah,
that when you can just
that's why I found it. It's like it's just if
Just, I guess they call it luxury porn.
I mean,
or
I guess
something. I
if
don't
you
know.
follow a certain social media person and then you get like a,
That's what it is though. Like,
Yeah.
imagine right now
A
if Pokimane
connection,
made
right?
made an OnlyFans. If Pokimane made an OnlyFans,
oh, so it'd be if she
that's
made
a
it
bag.
OnlyFans.
Oh fuck,
What's the
that's
word
more
for
than a bag.
like?
That's like a mixer deal.
What's the word for like um you know how like when people watch hentai and they're into like 14-year-olds, but they're like low key 20, but they look like they're 14. There's a word for it, but I can't think of the fucking word.
Weeb.
Yeah, like weeaboo or some shit like that's like the people that would watch Pokemon's OnlyFans because Shorty looks like she's like 15.
Who, Pokimane? Well,
She's
Pokimane's
like 20.
bad though.
She's like 24 or some shit like that. She's old.
Yeah.
Pokimane is bad. I would never. I think the only reason I'd buy OnlyFans was not to beat off to it, but was just literally just to see, like, I've been watching Pokimane since League of Legends. Let's see what she looks like naked. I guess, like, I would not
Yeah,
beat
because
off to it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would sell it to a bunch of
she
fucking
wears, she never shows
12-year-olds.
anything, because even if she turns around, her chat goes crazy. Yeah, she doesn't do anything.
That's
I
gotta
would
be
sell her
annoying
shit.
though.
Well, yeah, but in a way, she does it. I don't know. I felt
I feel like she never used to do it like that, but then it started to get overly, like, the last couple of months, especially like you said, COVID. Bro,
yeah.
there's a lot of weird dudes, man. A lot of weird dudes, and I feel like they like the money. She's realizing, like, the OnlyFans, what's happening, like, so she's purposely, like,
Well,
getting up and
I watched
you
the
know
clip and she said she's never gonna make one. And like she
that's
doesn't.
good. I mean, that's
Well,
good for her
she
then.
doesn't
But
even have a lot of knowledge about it because she's like, what do
Well, at
people
least
even?
she has some
morals.
priorities or yeah, morals. Like
But then
she,
people like can argue that and say, like, why are you like that's sexist telling us we don't have morals for making OnlyFans? Like, that's our body. We want to
okay,
post it. If you don't want to buy it, fuck off. Shit like that, you know. But I feel like it's definitely not respectful. I guess.
yeah.
Well,
I
and
don't know.
also it's really only girls on there. There's no dudes on there. It's
Yeah,
really.
but once in a while, bro, I'll see like
Tifu making OnlyFans?
one of my followers
I'm
would like
never
retweet a
fucking.
dude's OnlyFans, and I just want to like block everything.
No, didn't
Nasty.
Tifu make an OnlyFans?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I would
I'm
not know
pretty
that.
sure he made an OnlyFans.
He
Either
would do that
way,
for the shits and giggles, though.
I just hope that doesn't become a
Yeah.
thing where that's like a new job besides just porn. Is
Well, that's what it's becoming, though. Girls are just chasing the bag, dude. Like 10 racks a month just from like starting out and shit.
yeah, like
bro.
I was scrolling through TikTok and I seen a random girl on TikTok and she wanted like 130 grand for a month. I was like, what?
I know a girl that just started doing it, and her first month she made 10 grand. 18 years old, just made 10 grand posting your ass for honey dudes to see. And that's why it's more.
Pornhubs.
That's why it's happening. I don't feel like a lot of these girls maybe want to go that route, but some of them have to, I guess. Like they
No,
feel the
they
money.
want to. Don't
I
fucking
don't know.
play
I
that
think
shit.
there's a mix.
You know
But the
how?
money, though,
No,
the
I don't want
money,
to hear that
like.
shit. You know how
So
many
right now,
fucking
Colton,
jobs?
if you could post your dick right now to social media for
I would.
100K a month, you would,
Hell
right?
yeah, I would.
And that's
I
why these
would totally.
girls, the
And
girls
that's
are
why I
thinking in
don't
their
say.
head,
That's why I
right?
don't say. Like, if Pokemon did it, like, cool. It's for a bunch of weeaboos, but like, 100K is 100K, bro. I'm not gonna suck a dick for 100K. That's
Hell
just gay.
no.
Oh, that was
Oh,
bars.
yeah,
But,
Hell
but,
no. Hell no.
but either way, bro. Like, 100K is 100K, man. Like,
But that's how the girls are looking at it. They hear from all their
yeah,
friends
they're
that might
just
have
seeing
OnlyFans,
OnlyFans.
like,
If
They're
oh
my
like
my
dick's
that.
out
god,
there, if my
yeah.
dick's out there and I'm making 100K, who's gonna see it?
Maybe a few locals because they know you're making
Right,
bread, and that's about it.
right. Exactly.
Well, some people want to go into that, and then some people just see a bag.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're
Some
if you're
people see
going into
both
it,
though. They want to be into that little sex shit, like the little
yeah.
horn dogs, but
If
then they
you're doing
also
it for
like the
the,
money.
I feel like if you're doing it for the sex shit, then you're just weird. But if you're doing it for the bag, then keep doing it.
Yeah, Colton.
I think on that note, I don't know how we got on there. I think that's good enough for the podcast. You got
That
any
was a
We're-
big
socials?
tangent.
You got any socials you want to shout out?
Yeah. My Twitter is Jack_Cinco. Everything else is just Jack Cinco, like Snapchat, Instagram, shit like that. My Twitch is Jack Cinco, but with the underscore. And yeah, that's all the socials.
All right. Other than that, give Jack a follow.
Join the Discord.
Hopefully you guys like Jack on, and could see him on for another podcast here in the future. So other than that, see you guys later.